G'day guys, I'm Chris Dawes. Welcome to my mansion. As you can see at the front here, we've gone for the under construction theme. We've got the tipped over wheelbarrow as a bit of a feature and the plasma TV boxes there, just to encourage burglars. Let's have a look inside. So this here's my propeller hat. I bought this one because I've got a pretty poor vertical leap and thought it might give me a bit of extra elevation, and it looks pretty cool too. So you might notice it's a pretty new place and there's not actually any memorabilia here. I don't have my premiership medallions or anything. They're all back at Mum and Dad's house. I think I might have last year's grand final jumper somewhere. I think I might have it. That's the one from 2011. Still with mud on the back of it and probably a few tears on the front of it. And I don't think I'll be getting that one framed. So this is the bed and this is my side of the bed. On my table here I've got the Valentine's Day card that Paige gave me, and she picked it out because she thinks that it looks a bit like me, so I think she might be telling me to have a shave. And here we've got the wardrobe hog herself. Beautiful Pages. So, when it's my turn to cook, I've got quite an impressive selection of takeaway menus here. Pizza's a personal favourite of mine, and occasionally get burgers if I'm feeling like being a bit different. We've got the couch where I spend most of the rest of my time, with the nice Paige and Chris cushions on there. I keep finding these out in the garbage because they take up a lot of my time, but these are my pride and joy, the golf clubs. And I'm just starting to learn how to hit them okay. Out the back, which used to be just a concrete slab with a Hills hoist in the middle. We've done a bit of work to it. I even got myself a barrel. Not sure what one does with a barrel, but it's fun to lean against. You can set a drink on it. If you're strong enough, you can lift it, which I'm not. This here is the table where in summer we eat a lot of our meals out here. Also in summer it's my time to shine, and this is where I do my best cooking, out on the barbie. She's a little dirty. I even got my esky here, and if that gets full, got the mini fridge down here, no doubt full of Red Bull. And this here is the chili plant. When Paige wants to give me a fright, she sneaks a bit of that into her cooking. Thanks for visiting, guys. Paige and I have enjoyed showing you our nest, but time for you to go. I've got some sitting on the couch to do. See ya.
Well, there's a bit of an insight into the home life of Chris Dawes, and the man who plays his 50th game joins us now in the studio. Mate, I have to ask you first, what's with the cushions on the couch?
Yeah, they were a housewarming gift from Paige's friend, and they're pretty comfy to sleep on in the afternoons.
And the menus, that's quite a good system you've got there too.
Yeah, well, I think the thing with our house is you've got to be neat, because if you're at all messy, there's no room for anything, so you've got to keep everything as compact as you can.
Now the hat as well, with the little propeller on it. You know, you don't seem to have too much of a problem with your vertical leap.
No, I usually do, mate, but this footage here was very much an exception to that. And it's the only hanger I'm ever going to take, so I'm happy to watch that footage over and over.
Last weekend's game, obviously not the result we wanted, but a lot of positives to take out of the game. 3 debutants who all went pretty well.
Yeah, disappointing that Hawthorn kicked such a big score against us, but I suppose one positive was that we were able to score fairly freely ourselves, but you know, that's not the style of game we want to play, and the fact we weren't able to slow the game down and control the ball a bit more was disappointing for the coaching staff. But as you say, the debutants we had were pretty impressive.
We looked great with the third tall, Jackson Payne, who came into the side as well. How's his development going?
He's been good. I think what's so impressive about Jackson is, for a young fella who's still learning the game, he's actually coming in not being overawed by things, and as you can see, he's a good size, he's strong through the legs, and he's actually contributing in matches and fitting in well with Travis and I up forward, so you know, he's done all we've asked of him so far.
It was a pretty fast-paced game. Everyone must have been really keen to get out there for round one.
Yeah, the footy was, especially early, was really hot. It was almost finals like tempo, and that didn't even drop off that much during the game, which it often does in round one. So I think, yeah, it was pretty well documented. Hawthorn were still hurting a lot from being beaten by us in the prelim last year, and we had a lot to play for too, but the fact that they did win was disappointing.
Looking forward, it's your 50th game this weekend. It's taken a while to get there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's taken me 6 years to get here, and it's been pretty frustrating how slow my development's been, but at least even though it's a small milestone, at least I'm there and it's a box I can tick off, and hopefully there's a few more games to come.
We have to talk about the miss on the weekend. The coach didn't look too happy with you after the missed goal. What happened here?
Understandably, he wasn't happy. It was just probably a lapse of concentration more than anything. I was pretty confident and expecting it to go through, and when it'd come off my boot and I looked up and saw it slide right, I was shattered.
Training this Friday, you'll be collecting money for the Good Friday appeal at Gosh's Paddock.
That's right, yeah. Good Friday, so if you're looking for things to do, come down to Gosh's Paddock about 10:30 Friday morning and bring your gold coins and donate to a good cause.
Well, Pies fans, make sure you get down to the game on Saturday against the Tigers. Chris, good luck and thanks for joining us.
Glenn, thanks for having me. Looking forward to it.
Next week on The Club, Dale Thomas cracks the whip at the Tomo's Team 13 clinic.
Just going to make sure the boys are on their game today.
The Shaw brothers wind back the clock in vintage Collingwood.
The selfish one out of the Shaws. And
All that and more on The Club, 9 p.m. next Wednesday.